contained in the WTC towers was moved to Dubai. In fact, most of the gold in the world is now in Dubai. If one has investments in gold bullion and would like to take delivery, it is to come from Dubai. In Dubai it is clear by the architecture they are expecting the arrival of a being. Since the Anunnaki bloodlines trace mainly through the regions of what is now the Arab world, it is almost guaranteed they are expecting the return of Marduk and have gathered the gold as instructed. These beings are at the root of the mental and physical enslavement that has faced man and woman. It is also their bloodlines the elite are attempting to keep preserved. It is also clear the Anunnaki are masters at keeping their identity unknown. Although the Sumerian tablets are some of the oldest writings discovered, stories of the Anunnaki which are contained on cuneiform tablets did not start to really leak until after September 11. Zechariah Sitchin wrote extensive books on their workings. These books did not get much attention from those who did not already know about the Sumerians and the Anunnaki until recently. 171 PAGE. Reason 131 The Anunnaki are possibly the oldest reptilian faction to infiltrate Earth. The elder Anunnaki eventually left Earth with the ship Nibiru to return once their ship makes its next pass by Earth, as it does every 26,000 years. They left their sibling and offspring in charge while they were gone. It just so happens that 26,000 years comes to completion on December 21, 2012 at 11:11 a.m. Reports say Nibiru can now be seen approaching from the South Pole. The Anunnaki are shapeshifters, so they can take on many forms such as birdmen, cherubs, and dragons. Their offspring such as the Danu Nimrod became the kings of Sumeria. They were of large stature. Before we move from the subject of the Anunnaki, there is one more thing that must be known. It's apparent that the interaction with the Anunnaki males and the Earth females seems to parallel Genesis, especially since all these stories are Sumerian, and of course the Sumerians had the fallen angel story first. These angels were actually advanced winged reptilians. There is definitely a link here. Furthermore, these bloodlines have now claimed to be the blue blood elite that have been ruling like tyrants. Blue is the color of the serpent's blood. Magdalena was said to be the twin sister of Jesus, who was carrying the bloodline. She was married into the House of Windsor, Hanover, Miro, Goth, Viso, etc. These are all blue bloods. Finally, the Grail became Princess Diana, and as planned she brought forth Prince William, of whom many are implicating as the Antichrist. It is of value to remember that the Antichrist does not have the power. It is the beast and the false prophet who he teams up with, and they form a trinity. Lord Maitreya was 172 PAGE. Seen on the boat when a major meeting of the world's top secret societies, such as the Knights of Malta, took place. It is highly possible Lord Maitreya will be the false prophet. The Pope has agreed to take the position after Maitreya rather than before. The beast is the red dragon, and I don't feel it is time to reveal who that really is due to the amount of disbelief which will occur. If the second edition is allowed to come forth, I will reveal it then, and by that time much of what I'm talking about now you will already see. When Princess Diana began to date Doti Fade, it seemed the royal house was very sore about this, or was all this part of the plan to mix the reptilian bloodlines with Anunnaki? Another name for the Anunnaki is Anu Doti. When Diana's autopsy came forward, it stated she was pregnant with twins before her death. It is known also by those who meditate day and night and expect their maker at any moment, that the Jesuit priests are now training one group of twins. Twins have the speciality of both parallels being born in the same womb, thus combined they have heightened spiritual ability if they pursue it. 173 PAGE. Reason 132 as can be seen here by this statue made by instruction. Prince Charles has no problem depicting himself as the Prince Lucifer who was cast out of heaven. The royal family are the laymen of the demonic pantheism, and they now control most of the world. The Bible makes sure to include that Satan is the ruler of this world. As I said before, they will have to be faced, or they will continue to decimate everything innocent and pure as their ranks increase with the youth who are conned into practicing the things abhorred in the high heavens. Prince William the Golden Boy is continuously prepped for his role as the New World Antichrist ruler. Surely he will be struck so hard his jewels will fall from his crown. There is another planet that used to be in our system known as Meldek that is no longer with us due to another civil war which went nuclear on their surface. I personally believe this is a very big connection that will put pieces together for many who have already engaged in finding out what's going on but can't connect certain things. Here is what I know. Salt Lake City is located on top of a vast underground caverns system predating this interim of man. Those caverns systems connect through underground Nevada Area 60, 13, 51, and probably every major underground hub up into Mount Shasta and various regions of Alaska. Generally when they dig underground it is to extend the system. This system is controlled by the unseen hand built by the Atlanteans. It can be seen as the backbone of the Matrix. Zion is already running and is underground which cannot be seen the movie Matrix but also the movie Ember. When entering a Mormon sanctuary the highest priority is to trace your genealogy. They contain the world's largest database of genealogy rivaled by only Israel's. The Jews keep extensive records to prove their lineage and bloodline. You cannot enter inside the temple unless your genealogy can be verified by them. We will continue to establish the link between the Anunnaki, the Hibirus, Nibiru, Meldek, and the Melchizedeks as we go on. The entire priesthood of the earth reside under one roof. The divisions between religions are now mending because they were always together in the background. One part of the design was to get the people to continue to quarrel, which is chaos, called in Latin chao. This buys time. Chaos produces a mist or smoke screen. When chaos is breaking out, anything can go on because everyone's attention is on something else. 174 PAGE. Let us look at the division of the minds of the world for a moment to see why there are not many coming to the aid of those who really wish to go beyond this university and into the cosmos because the course is over. Some have the knowledge while others have the resources. They must join or it is left for one's individual self to make your body a ship, activating a portal and exit the dimension. When you head to the Arab world they are monotheist and are waiting on the Mahdi the 12th or 12th Imam. Why is it taking these masters so long to show up? Their people are dying by the masses. In reason there should be no way the US, who they call the cursed Dajjal, a serpent beast known also as Nakash, should be able to infiltrate the Great Orient and murder everything in sight unless their power has somehow waned and they have been fooled to believe things that are not true, thus depleting their spiritual shield, which is the real personal barrier before the physical. Many are angry and have taken up arms against Tubal-Cain. I ask the Arabs and jihadists, did not your great master say Tubal-Cain the blacksmith was the lord of weapons of great destruction? You cannot beat him at his own great art. Our strength does not lie in weapons fashioned of metal, it is with spirit, crystal power and control of the ability particle energy which moveth massive stones, even mountains, with the mind, lay to waste powerful beast, and keeping malignant jinn at bay. We learn this from the Most High, the wise who will always remain above all things. The quarrel is between archons like Jaldabaoth, dominions such as Jesu, rulers such as the Queen Lizard Elizabeth of England, principalities like Lucifer, and kings like Asmodeus. 175 PAGE. Reason 133 top left. This is the official seal of the dominion of the Order of Melchizedek, the High Priesthood. This links Christianity, Judaism, and Islam all together. The jewel of the 33rd Order out of chaos. I still find it amazing that although a few people have already made it known, the 33rd degree is made to look like the highest degree when it is not. I know of 90 degrees by title and there are 360 in which only one can hold the title of each. Here is another thing to think about. If everything is based on sound and every combination of those sounds can be found on a piano scale, there are then 12 octaves on the scale and a 13th overtone. If we are at 3, which is C, we are 2 scales away from the lowest dimension. When you hear the low keys on a piano you can feel the vibration of danger those keys emit. It is time to wake up and really understand where you are in this whole thing rather than just imaging everything will work itself out. We must begin to engage life the proper way or face the results of such negligence as things run amok. Continuing on the trail, we find that the Arabs contained detailed information in regards to the